Hello everyone. So today we're looking at triads and chords. From the word tri, we know already that it's three. Okay? So the word tri, of course, means three. So let's relate that to the word triad. So triad in music just simply means three notes. Three notes. Okay, so what are these three notes? In music, we call them the root, the third, and the fifth. So in music, they're called the root, the third, and the fifth. Now let's see the main difference between triads and chords. You probably have heard this word before, chords, from a friend, or you even know about it. But what does a chord really mean? A chord simply is three or more notes played together. So I will say a triad is a chord, but a chord is not a triad. Okay, so I'll give you some few seconds to think about that. A triad is a chord, but a chord is not a triad. A triad is a chord, of course, because a triad just makes up three notes, and a chord, like I said, could be three, could be more. So it makes a triad a chord, but it doesn't make a chord a triad, because if a chord here is four notes and here is three notes, it won't be equal. So a chord is not a triad. So now back to what we're saying. What's a chord? We are talking about triads relating to chords now, because a triad could be a chord. So let's talk about the triads in depth. Remember, we have things like technical names. These are technical names we call tonic, supertonic, mediant, if you remember this, subdominant, dominant, submediant, leading notes, and of course the octave tonic, where this is do, this is re, this is mi, this is fa, this is sol, this is la, and this is ti. So each of these notes here have their own triads. So you have tonic triad, supertonic triad, median triad, subdominant triad, dominant triad, submedian triad, leading note triad, and of course the octave tonic triad, which is the tonic triad again. Okay, so, and I said in a triad our focus is the root, the third, and the fifth. So let's look at how this applies to all these technical names right here. Let's take tonic for example, which is do. Okay, so the first note will be the root, and then the third will be mi, and then the fifth will be sol, just like that. The emphasis is on the root notes. This is root notes. Root notes, don't forget, root notes. The third and the fifth. So this makes the tonic triad. Okay, let's look at the subdominant triad for example. Subdominant triad, which is subdominant, which is fa for example. The third will be la, and the fifth will be do, the upper one. And then the dominant triad as well will be sol, then ti, and of course re. That makes the dominant triad here. Now, having looked at this, usually musicians and instrumentalists such as pianists and guitarists and any other instrument that involves playing chords don't always play this in their root positions like this all the time. So there's what we call inversions. Inversion is simply playing these notes in another way such that it sounds the same. So let's look at what inversion implies to these triads. Now, take note that I said the triad consists of the root, the third, and the fifth. But this time around, we are talking about the root position of the chord, not the root notes. The root position of the chord. Now, the chord itself is this, in its root position. The whole chord in its root position. Now we talk about inversions. Inversions. Okay, and inversions, we have first and we have second. Now the first inversion is take the first note, bring it to the back, it becomes this, with the upper one being the third, because we've moved this to the back now. And the second, you have two options. Either you take the first inversion and invert it again to make the second inversion, or you take two notes from the root position and invert them. So eventually you have this. That's the upper do and the octave do, and of course the octave mi. And that forms the second inversion of this tonic triad. The same thing applies for the supertonic, the median, the subdominant, dominant, and what have you. Try this out and see if you're able to get the answers right. That will be all about triads and chords and their differences. If you have any question or anything you want to suggest to me or for others to learn, please drop them in the comment section. Your comments are really appreciated. Thank you very much. Until next time, keep learning.